did get off a little bit early with my client. Well, I was substituting for someone else's client, and I came in like earlier than I normally do, just like an hour earlier, but they got picked up early today as well. So usually I don't get off till after 6, so since I have some little bit of extra time, I'm going to go. I really want to go to Five Below, and then I might go to the mall before I go to the gym today, just depending if I have enough time. But I am still on the fence a little bit about just everything. So they're kind of giving me more hours, but not at the same time. And then next week, you know, they are giving me a schedule that I really just can't really do next week. And next week's already like going to be a lot for me because I have just a lot happening. So I'm just like, it's been like hard for me honestly to relax, just because I'm like, I really have no type of, I feel like I just have no structure to my life right now. I don't have like a set routine. A lot of stuff is changing, and then like right when I was getting used to stuff at my job, it changed, but not really for the better. It's more like, oh, I just get like a wonky schedule essentially. They're still not paying me more money, but they're trying to give me more work. And honestly, I think I'm really just upset a lot about it's just like expectations I had that are not being met. Like my friend who told me about the job is the one who told me, you know, after you're certified, you're gonna get paid a lot more money, or like a little bit more money. And then I literally got certified. That did not happen. So that's just like one expectation that wasn't met. Then when it came to like my benefits, they made it seem like you're eligible for benefits even if you're part-time. Set that expectation. I'm expecting I'm going to be eligible for benefits even though I'm only part-time. And that was another expectation that was not met. Not getting the amount of hours I actually need to pay my bills. So it's been just like a lot of things that are making me really, really, really want to leave this job. But as of currently, I don't have any other job offers. I have been applying for other places, but I just don't feel like this is the path that God really wants me on. I feel like it's just another kind of like me trying to control the narrative, or trying to do something that I think is going to benefit, but is not really what God wants me to do. And so that is the other reason why I'm just like, well, I just don't know if it's like better for me to quit and refocus my energy on what it is God wants me to do, or like stay and see if something gets better. And you know, I feel like I'm just not making, currently I'm not making what God wants me to do my priority, because I'm so overwhelmed with, you know, having to figure out how to pay bills, and like things like with my job not going how I wanted it to is making me like more frustrated, and it's like hard for me to focus on other things. So it's definitely been like a big reason why I I don't know. It's been like something that has been draining me almost, and it sucks because even though I enjoy working with the kids, I just feel like it's all of these things outside of the job that are making me not want to stay there. Other than just like them not paying me what I was expecting to get paid, they're paying me less than what I even asked for, which I accepted, and maybe I shouldn't have accepted it, and that is my problem. Like, if you accept something less than what you're really willing to pay, like, you're gonna get screwed over. And I did not really negotiate my pay when they gave me the offer, because I figured I was being paid a fair amount, and then found out, oh, they're paying me like $1 less when I started, and then also like they haven't increased my pay from after I got my certification. So yeah, I just feel overall like this is not the job for me. Or I don't know, maybe it's not the company for me. There's just a lot on my mind, and then I still don't really have like an update or resolution for my living situation, because a lot of it was depending on my job situation, and not having a stable job situation, or I don't have like set hours, I'm not making the amount I needed to be making. It's just a lot of things that make it hard, or have made it harder. And so I keep mentioning, like, I keep focusing on the job as like what is going to help me out with this situation, but thus far in my life, you know, a job has never really changed my situation that greatly. Like, I feel like it's still like me who has to, I guess, be better. And I don't know, I just have to figure out what it is I actually am supposed to be doing, because I'm just tired. And you know, I know you're not supposed to, it's just like when you do things that you actually like, the money doesn't matter. But when you're doing something you're not super passionate about, the money is going to matter. I mean, money also matters in terms of like a lot for me, because I'm also, you know, in a position where I'm trying to get out of debt and save up to move out, and I haven't felt like I have the security, the financial security I need, because my hours at this place keep changing, and there just hasn't, like I said, there really hasn't been, I haven't gotten one paycheck that's been like a consistent amount, meaning like I keep getting paid different amounts each paychecks. Like my training paycheck, when I actually got the majority of my training, was like closer to $900, but since then I have not had like a paycheck that's been the same. Like I haven't gotten a consistent amount. So it's also like, how am I supposed to budget off of a changing amount? I don't know. I'm just like, I really don't enjoy being in this situation. It is not fun. And then on top of it, I just feel like I can't really enjoy my life the way I would like to, because I always have to feel so stressed out, in a sense, with either my job. Well, it's mainly just about my job, because I said before, like, having a job and still struggling makes no sense. Like, if you have a job and you still can't afford your bills, what is that job actually doing? And are you still, like, if you're working and still stressed out about bills, like, that job is not paying you enough. And unfortunately, I know there's people in similar or maybe even worse situations, so I know I should be grateful for what I do have. It's just like, it just feels like it's never enough for me to actually relax or feel comfortable. And maybe that's because God doesn't want me to feel comfortable in this situation, because it's not where he's called me to be. And that honestly is most likely the true reason. Like, I never feel comfortable or feel like I could work somewhere very long. I always, like, I'm never comfortable there. Like, when I have my full-time contract position, I couldn't get comfortable there because I was only guaranteed 6 months of employment, and I knew, like, it wasn't guaranteed I was gonna be kept long-term, which they ended up not keeping me. So it's just like, I couldn't get comfortable there because I'm like, all right, I only have guaranteed money from this job for 6 months. So anyways, it's just a lot to process, and I try not to let it get to me, but it does sometimes. Some days it really does. Some days it's easier, and some days it's not. And that's also another reason why I feel like, I know a lot of people have told me, just get a government job, just get a government job. I have tried to get government jobs, and I think that those, to me, scare me most because I feel like I would feel trapped in them in a certain way. I know you're not trapped in a government jobs. I'm sure, like, people can quit you most of the time can quit at any time, but I've never been able to get past, like, the application for a lot of the jobs I've applied for. But something has got to give. Like, I don't think it's also God's plan for me to, like, continuously be in, like, this type of position. So yeah, don't know what exactly I'm gonna do yet, but I just know I can't, like, I need change. Something has to change, because this is just not a healthy, it's not a healthy place for me to be in, but it's also not stable enough for me. So yeah.